The following presentation may contain language unsuitable for children's TV enthusiasts, adult virgins, and estranged mothers. Unnamed Drag Productions accepts no responsibility for any resulting night terrors, third-degree burns, or demonic possessions that may transpire as a result of listening to this sewage sprinkler. May God have mercy on your soul. Enjoy!
Unnamed Drag Podcast.
Hi. Okay, let's start. Let's do this thing properly. Let's set it off. Let's start it. Hello, faggots. Happy Pride Month.
LGBTQ poo poo poo.
Oh, I am a safe space and you can come in. Come out to me. Hello, welcome back to the unnamed flag. I don't know.
Unnamed hot dog rash.
There we go.
Yeah.
I, of course, am the infamous Gypsy Road Dugard.
Wearing a lovely shade of Make-A-Wish foundation.
Listen, I'm really enjoying being a bald-headed bitch.
I look like your mum. I look like your mum, and your last wish was to go to Pride.
No, you look like Nigella Lawson at Christmas, and I look like, what's her fucking kid's name? Like, Comacina Chrysanthemum is like gone for some hard rebellion. Do you know what I mean?
You're serving like my sister's keeper at Pride.
Oh, thank you!
Yeah.
Thank you so much! Well, no, not really. And this, of course, this horrible cretin who is also my mother is none other than...
Hiya, it's me, Marilyn Say. Hello.
Oh, welcome to this really shaky, janky, delightful Pride Month podcast,
Pride Month
everyone.
podcast. Pride Month podcast. Say that 3 times drunk.
Pride Month podcast.
You're not drunk.
Okay.
I've been drinking since 3.
That's a shame. You'd look a lot better if I was hammered, but cool. So, how's your Pride Month been so far, Marilyn?
Oh boy, oh geez, oh wow.
Dry as a fucking bone, right?
Popping off. You know what I've done? You know the only Pride thing I've done?
Tell us about it, stud.
Is through work.
Oh no.
I signed up for a free gift which hasn't arrived yet. They were like, they reached out to everyone who's part of the Pride network, which I am.
It's you.
It's just
it's just you waving like, some campaign bunting.
Yeah, they're like, we'll send her a muffin, she'll shut up.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, oh boy, oh geez, oh wow. And yeah, so they were like, sign up if you want a free gift. So I've done that. And then I also attended a webinar about the importance of being diverse at work.
Oh my god. Which again was led by you.
Yeah.
Because no one else has any authority on the subject.
Led by me, recorded by me, and then rewatched by me.
Lovely girl. Are there many LGBT queers that you're aware of?
There's a few.
At your day job?
Yeah, there's a couple. Like there was more back in day, but they've all kind of diversified.
Scurried away into the kitchen.
Yeah. Well, one thing
like cockroaches.
One thing they're doing at work, which is really interesting, is they're encouraging people to, it's all secure and like they don't share it, but they're encouraging people to input their diversity data.
Okay.
So what they want to do is basically take a test of...
Keep tabs.
Well, no. Yes and no.
Track and trace.
Yeah, like they want to see what they got. But and it's very... I don't know. I can see why they're doing it.
Super intrusive.
But it's all voluntary.
Yeah, is there an option to say prefer not to disclose?
Yeah. Oh yeah, they don't even ask you for it. They just say you can include your diversity. I've done it, but then the worry is, it's my thing. The worry is that only people who feel like they have diverse data are going to do it. So then my day job is going to
skew
we've got 100% gay people of colour. Yeah. Got 100% LGBTQ people of colour.
Sleazy skanks.
So I brought that up on the meeting. I was
right.
All of you people who think that you're not interesting enough, please do it.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
We want people who don't feel like they are diverse.
Well, this is the whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
with
muggles sign up.
The whole thing with like the pronouns of being like, well, I don't need to put my pronouns down because like I'm happy with the ones that I was assigned with at birth, and it's just like, yeah, but you're normalizing the experience for everybody by being included in the dialogue.
I've got my pronouns in my work signature and on my Instagram now.
Did you go for all 3?
I went for everything.
Were you like he, they.
I started.
He, they. That's not right.
The.
My pronoun is the.
I identify as a Shakespearean man.
So you did invent drag.
Exactly.
So it would make sense. Ancient bitch.
I invented drag in what we now call Nottingham.
What is godlike?
Back when the Earth was a sketch.
So you went for the full like he, they.
Yeah. Well, no, I only did he, him, she, her.
Oh, okay.
Because here's the thing, I was having a full like mental. I didn't realise you could just put all of them on there. I thought you had to pick, and I was like, I don't know, because my Instagram is entirely pictures of Marilyn mostly. Occasionally, I'll pop up
a little Louis.
Yeah. Hashtag gay. Hashtag pound me in the back.
Yeah. All of that.
Yeah. So
as gay as all get out.
Yeah. Because I was like, I want to do it. I want to be part of that positive conversation, but also like, I don't know. Because this is the closest I've ever come personally as a cisgender white gay man to feeling gender fluid, because I've never had to sit down and think about my pronouns.
Oh, sure, yeah. Okay.
Because people tend to call me all sorts.
Shitbag.
Yeah.
Douchehole.
Yeah.
Sea pig.
Wretched slime. Patient zero.
Ivan Ooze.
Excuse me, can you leave? Yeah.
Pardon me, sir.
Excuse me, ma'am. Yeah, so it was the first time I had to like think about it, and like I had a proper dilemma about it, and then I realised I could just have all of them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's fair.
The dilemma was like, which one do I pick? Because if I pick she, her, am I like, I don't know.
Well, you never want to feel like you're doing something that's not constructive of what it is that the end goal is, which is normalising it.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that you're concerned about it shows that you're like way nicer a person than I ever thought you were. The fact that you actually gave it some thought.
Yeah, sometimes I let my soul show. Like, you gotta like take out some sun every now and again.
It's arseholes who don't think and do reactionary actions, isn't it? So I think as long as you've like given it consideration and you're remaining true to yourself and it's not performative, then you're fine.
Yeah, right.
Like my pronouns, they were already in my Instagram because I just put any.
Yeah.
It's like pronouns any because I'm really.
Can you do that?
Well, no, because any's not an option because it's not a pronoun.
Yeah.
But I was essentially, when I think about it, saying like he, they, she, I'm kind of literally just like, I don't think there's any reason to give people like the options of what they are, because then for me I was like, but then I'm not providing you with the context of when to use them in. Really, my pronoun should be, just don't call me he when I'm in drag, please.
Yeah. And that's
but other than that, he, she, they is like...
And that's not even from a gender identity perspective. That's more from a, hey, I tried to look feminine.
Yeah, like this...
At least do me the duty.
Thank you. Yeah. Hello, if you went to the bank, would you not call them a teller? Like, respect my job.
I'm in the uniform.
Please. Exactly. Yeah. I'm in uniform. Yeah. Thank you so much. Head cashier. So...
Did you look like this?
Did I look like I was about to be wheeled to the front of the line at Disneyland? No, I did not. How dare you? Like, let's see how many bold jokes you can get into the conversation today. But no, I think as long as you're being like constructive and respectful about it, and not complicating matters, or being that cunt that says like attack helicopter, where you're like, that's not even funny. Get wrecked.
But also, literally. Like, I didn't
please walk into a circular blade.
Yeah, and also when I realised and I realised that I'm doing it now, I didn't want to whine about it. I don't want to be like, whoops. Yeah.
Oopsie doopsie whoopsie.
Yeah, I also don't want to be like, oh no, I have problems because I'm a cisgender white man who
hot guys have problems too. It's very that.
Yeah, like, oh, shut the fuck up. It's not an issue.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Becky. Take several seats. But again, it's about doing things that are constructive to kind of normalise the dialogue that we're all striving towards at the moment. And I think that that's the most important thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something that's been normalised more than ever because Pride has been so online this year.
Oh boy, oh geez, oh wow.
Oh, fuck me right in the eye hole until it bursts out of my cranium. Oh my god, the Pride campaigns. Can we just fucking stop it?
So...
I saw one for Dreamies. Those are cat biscuits, sir. Why do you need to celebrate dreamies with pride?
Hey, some people have a faggy pussy and that's okay.
Listen, I get it. Lesbians love puss. And yeah, I'm sure that there's record of gay lines somewhere. Oh, also did really enjoy that tweet. I misunderstood pride. Does anyone want to buy 12 lines? Yeah. Anyway, like that, you don't need to overstep the mark. Like
So-
the Ann Summers Pride campaign to buy 25% of, and it was like, yeah, you've got like women of colour in your advertisement, and some of you are more like plus size and curvaceous. But who are you fucking trying to sell to, Mary?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Put a drag queen in this.
Stop trying to be involved in the conversation. I mean, oh boy, oh geez, oh why. I apologise if any of them are trans women and I'm not aware of that, but I'm fairly certain that it's just an ad campaign at the end of the day.
That's it.
It cheapens it.
Are you donating your profits?
Oh.
Is there a reason you're doing this?
No, it
Other
never,
than just to sell more?
It never feels like it is. It feels like the bit in Family Guy when the guy's got his kids in his wallet and he's like slapping him in the face.
That got too close to this lash.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
That came real close to this face. But no, absolutely. I think so. I'm conflicted.
Okay.
As I am
I'm
with
going to
most-
wind you up and let you go because I'm purely on the verge of just rage at the moment.
So I, as always, in two minds about it. I'm a Pisces. So.
You're such a diplomat.
Oh, right. I'm a diplodoormat.
She could be diplomatic, automatic. She could be queen frightening.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow.
Carry on.
It fully, like, boils my piss. That LGBTQ one where it's like, let's get beer queers.
Oh my god.
That can't be real.
No.
It's not real.
It's like,
right?
it is though, that's the problem.
Yeah. But, so, and also, if you're doing it, you should be doing it for a reason. You should be doing it either for charity or to, I don't know, kind of cleanse your fan base. Because I remember, like, brands who are traditionally a bit more stoic. So, like, Fred Perry, for instance, is the brand of Le Gamin. Tradition, you know what I mean?
Lads.
Yeah. They have.
Sorry, like lads, the elder generation.
Yeah.
I get it.
So they have a following that's not necessarily like keyed into that kind of thing. So I do understand that because I remember they had an ad campaign with two black guys in it, and people were like, "There's no white men in this. I don't identify with this advert." I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah.
So I see the use
now.
in like putting that in people's faces and being like, not always about you, Anthony.
But I think that's the whole thing about like kind of trying to like pull in a different demographic. I suppose you could say that it's equally going to be purging of the people that you don't want to be involved with, but I always feel a little bit like, no, they're willing to take the hit of the gammon to try and pull in the performative activism of let's celebrate with pride. And it's just like,
I'd be interested to see how much extra money they make at all. Do you know what I mean?
How much did Marks and Spencer's make off of that lesbian guacamole sandwich or whatever the fuck it was?
So that Marks and
it's like, do you know how many queers are vegan? That's a useless fucking sandwich.
I know, right? Delicious though. But like Marks and Spencer's in particular have done the thing that boils my piss, so they've got Marks and Spencer's UK, which is a rainbow banner, and then Marks and Spencer's Russia, no branding whatsoever. So basically, you're pandering to homophobes.
Yeah.
You're actively mollycoddling homophobes.
Yeah, exactly.
Your performative activism is explicitly only when it's safe to do so, whereas other people have to live their lives where it's not safe to do so. How fucking dare you?
Exactly. And it's
Get in the bin.
It's that whole thing of like, oh well, if you're trying to perpetuate that any kind of LGBTQ lifestyle is okay in Russia, like you can get fined and you can get shut down or whatever. It's just like, fuck your company. Just like,
oh no, that's really gonna make you tank, isn't it?
Shouldn't you be part of the conversation? Like, just fucking put your flag on and pay your fine.
Either do it or don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Marks and Spencer's could have very easily just not done anything and no one would have been like, where's your rainbow M&S? Like, who gives a fuck?
Like, why are you just the tipping me when you need to be up to your nutsy guts?
Either
thank you,
do it or shut the fuck up and get out.
Hello, yes.
However.
Oh, here we go.
The Diplo-twat is back.
Oh, God, I hate her.
I know. But the real... Also, like, as a kid, or as an isolated individual, or someone who's questioning or not out yet, walking through a shopping centre and seeing all of these expressions of visibility isn't a bad thing.
Okay, so I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I still get, as a 34-year-old cross-dresser living in the UK, which is, you know, for all of its fucking horrendous faults at the moment, one of the most progressive societies that you can be in. It doesn't fucking feel like it right now because there's so much noise from people who need to be the quietest being the loudest and getting too much airtime, but that's a conversation for another day.
Us.
So it's a 34-year-old, you know, voluntarily bold cross-dresser.
I shaved this head this morning.
It's delicious and I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I love how small I look in comparison to you. You're such a huge woman today, and I'm just like, look at this slenderness. I'm just like, oh my God, who is she? Sinead O'Connor.
You say huge woman, I say present.
You're very omnipresent, dare I say. Anyway,
sorry.
So I still get very excited when my community is represented in anything. And do you remember the other day when I told you, you know, it was very much about, I mean, I know that we're doing all to bottom. If you haven't seen episodes 1 and 2, then like go and check them out, they're glorious. But the fact that we were doing always a bottom and me trying to explain like, yeah, I get that a lot of it's shit, but there are some times where I just think, I just can't watch any more fucking heteronormative bullshit. I want to see my people represented. And so I get what you're saying about like walking through the shopping centre, but then equally it's not like you can go into there and be like, thanks guys, you're really doing your part, because they'll be like, I just work here, man.
That is deliciously true.
But I do very much like understand the kind of conversation, because before, like pre-Pride month, pre-cum,
sticky mess.
Shut the fuck up,
Sorry.
please. I'm trying to remember what I'm trying to say.
Pre-Pride month.
So there's
when the world is but grey.
Exactly.
Beige.
When Kuntergrau, one might say.
What does that even mean?
Colourful grey. It was the series that I was watching the other day where I was just like, why do I do this to myself? Yeah, it was.
Why is the protagonist
it was German, and my biggest problem with it was the fact that the main character looked like a diseased baby bird that no one should want to have sex with, but he was like getting it. Anyway.
You have the audacity to say
Listen, we're in my nest right now. You're going to vomit in my mouth or what? Like, come on, Mum, what are we doing? So, back to my original point, going so off topic with my bald head and your bald breast.
You look like one of my tits came to life.
Look at that shit.
You look like one of my tits came to life and went to Pride.
Oh, wow, wait.
Oh boy, oh Jesus.
Anyway, there is, it's a sponsor, it's like the sponsor before like the show of like, this show is sponsored by I think it's Gogglebox.
Oh yeah.
And it's a gay male couple and both of them are black. And they're just doing very normal bedtime ritual things because I think it's for beds.
Cute.
I can't remember within a couple of years, but it's very like one's brushing their teeth and the other one's like watching stuff on the iPad.
It's just nice to see no one on drugs.
Rolling their eyes at each other, and it's just like very normalised, very delightful.
That sounds cute.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still get excited by like seeing lesbians kissing in banking adverts, and I know that that's shallow.
No, I completely agree.
But outside of the months of June and July, to me, I'm just like, that's where it's at.
That's where it matters.
You know, the Campbell's soup advert with the two gay dads with the kid. But then on the flip side, the amount of fucking complaints and whatever that
got. It's not going to stop it.
Well, no,
that's what I like. Complain.
Okay,
Pop off, sis.
Yeah, do it.
Expose yourself.
Expose yourself with a piece of monster garbage that you are. Yeah.
And I want to record it. I want to put it on TikTok. Like, do it. Expose yourself. Be a piece of shit.
Tweet that nonsense.
I want to film it, and I want it to go down in history that's how you reacted.
Oh my God, when you were part of the conversation, you were on the wrong fucking side of the wall.
Yeah, look at you. Look at yourself. And then look at me.
Speaking of which, I mean, unless you've anything else to say.
I'm busy.
Unless you've anything else to say on the matter of corporate sponsorship and your rocking tits.
Rocket chops.
Can we just sidebar? How many months has it been and you're still not over them?
Oh, I look great.
I know you look great, but how many months has it been and you're still not... At what point is the novelty going to wear off?
Maybe these knockers are timeless. Honey, oh boy, oh geez, oh wow.
I wish that you were doing drags 5 nights a week because I bet the fucking bloom would go off that rose so quickly.
Entirely disagree. Because here's the thing.
Ain't no stopping me.
I will never get sick of going, ooh. Like, I look
That's
great.
going to be really sexual on the podcast.
Yeah, enjoy
for
that
for
one.
the listeners at home, my God,
Yeah.
that was some like ASMR.
That's £3 a moan you owe me.
That was some POV porn. That was. But anyway, unless you've got anything
That
else,
song came out of my ass.
unless you've got anything else to say on the matter
No,
of
you go.
corporate sponsorship. Talking of people who have been complaining about things and sticking their 2 cents in and whatnot. Kink at Pride, bitch.
Kink at Pride.
Kink at Pride has come up a lot recently.
Yeah, it has.
I have some strong feelings about this.
So do I. Who wants to go first? Hold his legs, I'll go first. Kink at Pride.
Oh, spit in my mouth, tell me.
Yeah.
Hit me. No, go on.
Kink at Pride for me goes in line with Kids at Pride. And like, who are we doing this for? Do you know what I mean? Kink, for me, you're welcome to disagree, 100% belongs at Pride.
I concur.
Thank you so much.
1000%.
Because if you didn't, I would leave this house.
I think that
Who are we doing this for?
Pride is about visibility
Yeah.
and celebration.
Yeah.
And it's not for your fucking kid.
So I would...
Your kid can be celebrated every single day of the year for just being a cute little kid.
Yeah.
Whereas your kink being like visible and being proud about it, like that's Pride, please. That's what
the
it's there
fucking movie.
for. And I get that if you want to take your kid along to like see the parade or whatever, no one in leather is like sucking cocks.
That's it.
Whilst they're
Sucking
doing
dicks and
they're
cocks.
doing the march. I mean, they might be doing that later when they get to the designated area, and that's fucking up to them. It's
Yeah.
their day. And it's the same with like people who
They've seen an ass.
People who are dressed as pups. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you let your kids watch fucking Teletubbies?
Yeah, like-
that's way more.
Who gives-
That's
Also,
way more disturbing.
Can we stop acting like sexuality is poison?
Yeah.
Because...
Yours is.
Oh, I'm sorry. But she's poison. But like, can we stop acting like it corrodes anyone's mind or like does anything bad? You can have a conversation with your child around what sexuality is. It doesn't fucking matter.
The sexualization of children is a landfill experience because basically that's what is being imposed upon the child by what they're learning. If they see someone who's just like dressed in leather, that's not sexual to them unless you've told them that it's a sexual thing.
But also,
And
isn't that
also-
better than teaching them to be repressed?
Well, I don't know because again, it goes back to this whole conversation that we have it a lot about, like the lived experience of
Sexy kids.
I was going to say being a parent and trying to raise your child to be aware, like to be aware but not exposed to things unnecessarily.
I want to raise my child to be a werewolf. And puppy play helps with that. No, but yeah,
I think.
Your kid's allowed to see the world.
It's all about context as well, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
if you're just like,
Have a healthy conversation with your
oh my
fucking
god,
kid.
there's someone wearing chaps and a jock strap, and it's just like, well, if you taught your child that their bum is dirty,
Do
you know what I mean?
It's an ass. You see worse at the beach.
like kids run around in the squeaky like all the time to
Yeah.
them, isn't that just going to be the same thing?
It's
At
exactly
what
the
point
same
are you telling them that it's shameful to
Yeah.
to be like, I'm so
Also-
sorry I have a body. I mean, I'm very sorry I have a body. Look at it.
We're all
But
sorry.
you- But you know,
If you could just be a gas, that'd be great.
Like,
Like open a bottle and be like, hello.
Oh, how many times have I prayed recently to just turn into vapours?
Yeah,
That would be
yeah.
great.
So,
Just some time off to hang around the ceiling like a Draculian mist.
I wish you'd hang around the ceiling by a rope.
Oh shit! Happy Pride, everyone. This is my best friend. This is my sister. Who talks to me like that?
Yeah.
No, sorry, but you go.
So, another thing. And another thing. So, the LGBTQ community, the LGBTQ plus community.
Just say queer.
Yeah, the queer community.
Sorry if you don't like identifying as queer, but for the sake of time, we're going to say queer.
Yeah, the queer community is relatively and proudly so, historically and traditionally, more kinky than the average bear. And if we are, that is a consequence of our oppression. Because the whole cruising environment, the whole glory hole cottaging thing, it all came about because it was illegal to do it anywhere fucking else.
Yeah, exactly.
And then obviously that became sort of like mystified and sexualized because you're doing sex in these ways. And so if we're kinky, you fucking did it. You have to deal with it. I don't give a fuck. If I'm kinky, it's your fucking fault.
This is a seabed of your own fucking making.
You built the castle, I'm just still living in it. Like, eat a dick.
Do you know what's fucking wild as well? There's people that like think that drag is a sexualized experience.
That's it.
And you're just,
where's the line? If we're blocking
and
things,
you're a little bit like, okay, yeah, like being a T-girl or like a cross-dresser, like that
it can be.
That can be a sexualized experience.
Also, look at me.
But
I'm gorgeous.
You do look stunning today. I know you just want a witness to your experience. You do look great, I promise.
Yeah.
But can we please continue having the conversation?
Carry on.
I guess that's all I wanted to say now.
No, you go.
I shut you up to not say anything. That's our entire friendship right now.
That's what straight people are doing to kink at Pride.
Exactly.
Shutting people up to not say a fucking thing.
Yeah, I want to be part of the conversation, so that conversation can be over.
Yeah.
But I think that with the no, I've lost my train of thought now.
So drag, T-girls.
Oh, drag, T-girls, yeah, like the whole sexualized thing.
Which is fine.
And so many queens who are very much like, oh, no, like, don't you dare try and fuck me whilst I'm in drag.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the one for me. Like, so... But people think as a generalization, they think that every single drag queen is like a sexualized thing and it's got something to do with sex. Do you know? Because that's how kind of repressed and regressive their line of thinking is, that that in itself is kind of like a kink that children can't be exposed to someone dressing in the clothes of the gender that they are apparently not supposed to be exploring.
My massive mummy milky memories.
I hate it when you say that.
Yeah.
Oh, it gives me like a full body reaction and not like a sexy one. It's like a bad...
Yeah, but no, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And I think, where's the line? If you say no kink at Pride, next it's going to be no drag at Pride. Then it's going to be no gays at Pride.
I mean, it's weird because there should be a line, but there shouldn't be a line, but the line will continue to kind of move, because I think if you're going to a celebratory experience that is not for you, at which you are a guest, if you think that something is going to offend you or something's going to go like not right, don't fucking go.
Who's offended by it?
Because it's not about you.
What kind of Sarah Plain and Tall is offended
I know,
a
but
jockstrap?
I mean, it does get kind of difficult as well, because then you obviously do have queer parents. They have their own children.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of, again, it's up for them to make the decision about how they're raising their kid.
You're a parent. It's your problem.
You would think that they would have a little bit more kind of understanding and comprehension of what the Pride experience is about.
Yeah.
But again, unless you put someone dressed in chaps in front of a child and say, that's to do with fucking, the kid's not going to be any wiser.
They don't give a fuck.
Like, I mean, obviously, I was going to use a really bad example of saying, I mean, as a kid, you might have grown up watching G.I. Joe or He-Man. I was just like, no, I did find that sexy.
Yeah, but you're a monster.
I'm an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my God, I need to go and lie down forever, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I guess that's like maybe not the best example, but do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Yeah.
So what do you think about swearing at Pride? Because we've hosted at Pride, and the idea...
You told that joke about what's the best thing about having sex with a drag queen.
Giving her a reach around and pretending it went all the way through.
Pretending it went all the way through, and I was like, they are our literal children in front of...
They're not going to get it. And if they get it, they already get it.
Then they're already cool.
Yeah.
I suppose the thing is, I was watching... like programs like Gimme
and
Gimme.
I said making love.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I was watching programs like Gimme Gimme Gimme, which are like genuinely outrageous.
Yeah.
They use the C word in one episode, you know.
They use the C word in Drag Race. Like, calm down.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, it's. I'm the kind of person who, if there's a kid present and I'm like, not in drag or whatever, just like day to day, if the parent is waiting with the kid to cross the road and I can go, I'll wait, because I don't want to set a bad example.
Oh, give a fuck.
I don't want to careful.
No, I'll go because my legs are longer than yours. Figure it out. Like,
I just think that you shouldn't be encouraging children to actively run in front of cars.
and
that
I'm
can be
not.
avoided.
I'm crossing the road safely.
You're like leaving
If I
you're
can get-
leading lollipops into the road, like
I'm like, "Come here, kid."
throwing sweets in front of traffic
This way
lights.
to see puppies! No, I'm not doing that. I'm just crossing the fucking road. I don't care about your kid. It's your job to police your child.
No, I
I'm
get
crossing
it.
the road safely. If I then get hit by a truck, that's a valuable lesson for your kid.
Yeah.
But I'm not here to teach your kid. You're there to teach your kid.
But going back to what you're saying, like swearing on stage at Pride, I don't know. I'm in two minds about it, but I think that's more my kind of like
Yeah.
my guilt, I suppose. Of
I try to keep it.
I love having an offensive sense of humour, but pointlessly offending people
Totally.
is not the move.
No, absolutely.
Like
And
being outrageous for the sake of being outrageous
Yeah, I tone it down.
isn't the gig.
I tone it down.
You do. Yeah, you do.
I keep it like relatively PC, but then occasionally I will just an F-bomb will drop.
I think the odd one that's just slipped out of the mouth.
They've heard worse.
Like,
they've heard worse, and if they haven't, like, are they living under the stairs?
Well, maybe. We don't know. If you think there shouldn't be any kink or drag at Pride, then maybe your child does live under the stairs.
Who knows? So, with that in mind, I've finished my drink. I hope you and your dust bunny child are having a wonderful time.
And I would just like to say, here at Unnamed Drag, obviously we think that children are an unstoppable phenomenon that people are just never going to quite get over. But
I feel like I could stop it.
But so is Drag Race, and that's not going anywhere. We're now on season 2016.
Yeah.
So do you know what? You better start raising your kids better. Because drag's not going anywhere either.
It's up to you, Mary.
Yeah, I mean, a kid is a big responsibility, but so is cross-dressing. Have some respect.
Also, if you disagree with anything we've said, give a fuck. We're not an authority on anything, and neither are you.
Well, exactly.
That's what I don't get as well. People get so angry on Facebook and they're shouting at each other, and I'm like, you have energy for this?
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast, so it's my job when I'm here to talk.
You've come here of your own volition, like, to hear what our opinions are, and these are that. They
But
are
also,
they
pop
are
off
exactly,
in the comments, it helps.
Yeah, but they are exactly that. They are just our opinions.
Yeah, let us know yours.
Yeah.
Let us know if
and
you
they're
agree or
better than
disagree.
yours.
And my opinions mean more because I'm prettier than you.
Yeah, exactly. They're just our opinions, and they're right.
Yeah. Goodbye, folks.
But no, thank you so much for coming to our Angry Pride podcast.
It happens every Pride.
I can't remember the last time when we did anything Pride adjacent or Pride related where we didn't end up like popping off a little bit.
Pride is a protest, and I'm about to flip this table.
I fucking saw that, by the way. I saw your eyes go. My head again.
Hey, it's not my fault.
You kind of just like can't believe how good it looks. Fuck you! And on that note, happy Pride, everyone. Be visible, be queer, be unapologetic, and fucking have a fucking good time because that's what it's all about. Please,
Suck a dick, it's fun.
Suck a dick, it's fun. But wait until the children are watching. Bye!
Unnamed Drag Podcast.
Bye, folks.
That's all until next queer.